We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Hola, Laia. Seguim amb la partida de Skyrim. Estem fent la missió principal. I ens anem d'anar avui cap a Riften. Crec que tampoc hi ha estat encara.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Vale. A ver,
Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
No sé si serà per missions aquí. A veure. A Riften no hi hem estat. Qüestió és on estem. Aquí. On estem? No. Aquí.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim.
Ja,
Need a... I can take you to any... Where do you want to go?
pues anem a Riften.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Som-hi. Però no se'ns penja avui.
If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackfriar Meadery. A few mugs of that and you'll forget all about...
Aquí. Aquí està. Vale. Lois.
Hold there.
Eps.
Before I let you into Riften,
Ja està.
you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
Peatge.
I think you'd be a little smarter than that.
No li ha agradat.
All right, keep your voice down.
Ha colat.
You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate.
Vinga, va. Ups. No, t'ha catat.
Do your worst.
No et deixen entrar. Fora, tio.
had another run-in with the Thieves Guild.
Be careful, Mule. The Thieves Guild has Maven Blackbriar at her back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail. Or worse.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Eren.
I know. I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
Visitors like us are rare in this part of Skyrim. I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, elsewhere to Morrow. Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of... You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's what... You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that... She's bribed countless officials. Has friends back in the Imperial City. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften citizens from... Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder. To call it a guild is ridiculous. How can people who would betray one another over a gold coin be considered part of an association? They're the worst kind. Even the Dark Brotherhood abides by a strict set of... What do you think? You know, I'm beginning to respect you. Other than Eren, since we share the same opinion of them, let me warn you that they're recruiting others to join their guild, and you should be cautious. It's been difficult. I've taken the burdens of this city's problems upon myself, and I keep running into corruption, lies. If it wasn't for Eren, the young man who saved my life, I think I'd already have given up long ago. It was Eren who found me dying outside of a Dwemer ruin. When my strength returned and he told me about the problems plaguing Riften, I decided fate brought me here for a reason. So I stayed.
No
Safe
offense.
travels.
I've never seen Mjol this upset about anything. Mjol told me that it isn't this bad everywhere. Maybe one day I'll venture out and see if she's right.
A veure, on hem d'anar, doncs... Serà...
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble? Don't say something you'll regret. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some loudmouth trying to meddle in their affairs. The Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back, so keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you.
En caus with you.
Only way you could have found one of those is by stealing it. Guess you'll fit in around here better than I thought. So what do you want to know? Do I look like a merchant to you? You're gonna have to take that up with Vex in the Thieves Guild. Get in good with them and you'll find her. You kidding? My brother Dirge works in their hideout. I used to run with them myself, but took a job with Maven after they started hitting a rough patch. If you want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. I'm sure he could use someone like you. The only thing I heard is a rumor that a boy named Aventus Aretino in Windhelm has been attempting to contact the Dark Brotherhood. He used to live here in Riften at the orphanage on the other side of town, but I think he ran away. Can't say I blame him. Well, you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole operation. She's got friends in high places, if you know what I mean. She's also got ties to the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild. So basically, just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do exactly what she says. Be seeing you around.
Doncs...
Go away, if you know what's good for you.
Vale, vale.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Shadra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem.
Huh?
Activo.
What do you want? I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me.
No, it's not Mr. Panda.
You will? Oh, thank you. Yes, Hofgrir took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected.
Vale.
Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty people.
Venga, compadre.
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, hey lad? Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, hey lad? I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn a septim of it honestly. I can tell. Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lad. Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid. Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
Take it easy, Father. You're making me feel. I'll rest easy when we've driven.
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. I'll be out in the market all day, from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening. Meet me then, if you've still got the stomach for it. We've been contracted to make sure Branche remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days.
I'll tell you one thing. If you don't make peace with them,
Do you want me to hold your hand as well? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branche and leave it behind. I'll be at the market come morning. You better be there too.
Ayuda a tu tío.
Blackbriar or not, say that again. So help me, you're gonna need more than your mother.
What wasn't I clear about?
Sí, la única forma que puedo pensar
I'll
Yeah.
be at the market.
What's your problem?
You better be there too.
I knew that stupid kid would try and find... Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story. All right. I guess I made enough from his shipment. No need to waste any more time threatening a stable owner. Tell Shadra he doesn't owe me anything. I hope we bump into each other again. Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Are you new in town, eh? Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften. Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. Nivenor thinks I'm wasting my time trying, but I disagree. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my charity. She thinks the people in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I tried to include her in my lessons from Maramal over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh? Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help. I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are. Remember to give at the temple. Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now. It was my sister, Lilia. She served as a battle maiden with the Storm. We recently heard she'd been killed. I find it difficult. Anyway, I'm glad my work at the Blackbriar Meadery keeps me busy. Helps me keep my mind off of things. My father was a Stormcloak soldier in his younger days. Now he just walked. My mother is the priestess of Talos. She tends to the shrine and teaches his ways. Don't mistake my political beliefs as a substitute for my family values. They're still my parent. I just think they've let my sister's death skew their outlook on Ulfric and what he really brings to the table with it. I'm not so certain that Ulfric's intentions are as noble as they think. I think Ulfric cares about Ulfric, and the rest is a smokescreen. I'd appreciate if you kept my opinion between us. The last thing I want to do... Yes, actually. I'm partnered with Maven Blackbriar. I put up a chunk of the gold she needed to get... We've been staggeringly successful so far. In fact, my name may not be on the label, but some of my blood, sweat, and tears are in every drop. Figuratively, of course.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, they mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some death. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and by Talos I'll not... Lilia joined the Stormcloaks many years ago. She served as a battle maiden, using her... It didn't matter. The Imperial soldiers cut her down. And that's why I won't rest easy until every single Imperial soldier joins her. And Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill... Why hire a common soldier to protect you when you can have a master of the arcane?
If you've got the never heard of anybody like that. But if you... There's a sort of tavern down there, the Ragged Flagon, where all the lowlifes in Riften get drunk. You might try there, if you can get through the Ratway alive. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Roast them alive in a gout of arcane fire.
Are you feeling sick? Did you get that purchase agreement to Markarth?
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Let me know if there's anything else you need. If you've got...
You should probably be in bed. You're looking a bit under the weather.
My skill in battle is...
A veure.
To oblivion with all of ingredients. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind? Rare trinkets, the finest oddities from Morrowind.
Genuine Falmer blood elixir for sale. Live for thousands of years. See into other people's thoughts.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild. Or so they'd have you believe. It's all lies. They're just thugs. Vermin, creeping around the Red Way.
I picked up a trick from a butcher in Eleni. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth. I'm always looking to replenish my supply. So if you ever come across 5 of them, thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. They live below the streets in the Ratway like dirty animals. And trust me, they make it difficult for decent people to earn a living. Of course, it's Riften's name for the sewers beneath our feet. Absolutely. If you fancy keeping your purse filled with gold and your head on your shoulders, I'd stay out of those awful tunnels. Be careful looking for those teeth. Those little bastards are dangerous.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Perelka.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gems.
I don't know, Droff. They'd skin us alive if they knew we were doing this.
Why are you all acting like such a big... Is someone there?
Victory is yours.
you! Give up while you still can!
A veure, d'agafar... Un moment, tio. Espera, que vull fer un fus. Shouts...
Fus!
Guess it's all clear. You look worse than I feel.
Ai, perdó.
What was that?
Fus!
Guess it's all clear now.
Que burro. A veure, anem a preparar-ho primer, perquè si no... Primer el shout. I segon... Vale.
Fus!
Ara sí.
What was that?
Huh? Fus!
A veure si l'aguantem així.
Oh well. Must have run off. How do you
Això era
feel?
una armadura. Canviar companya.
Fus!
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Huh. Lot of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help. That's a touchy story. Now get out of my face! Huh. Lot of old guys around. Well, when you put it that way, I think I do know the... He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him... Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be... He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one...
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna...
Good day.
Last person who made trouble for Veckel. They call me Dirge, because I'm the Why? You think it's funny or something? Oh yeah, I think so too. You're pretty smart. Hey, here. Have one on the house. Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of nerve coming down here. People tend to get hurt in the Ratway.
Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
Veckel doesn't like strangers snooping around.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon isn't the place.
I have no business with you.
Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay. Yes, I once practiced my art in the salons and manners of Tamriel's great and... But no matter, the great... So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face? I have not always been a ragged beggar. I learned my art from a master. I studied with the faculty of chirurgeons and cloud rest. I count the nobility of both the Empire, and yet I have always known that I must justify myself. Time for your
You'd better have... Huh. Lot of old guys around. That's a touching story. Now get out of my face! I
have no business with
you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
That's it.
Ups. Uita. Traidor.
There's the Blades agent.
Make this quick.
You wish to
Yes?
Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying.
Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose the finest clay. Yes, but no matter. The greatest artists are never recognized. So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake? Indeed, it is no small... I have not always been... I studied with... I count the nobility of... And yet, I have fallen so low that I must justify
If you're looking
myself
for conversation,
to a wanderer in
the flagon is
sewers
the
of
place.
this backwater... The world.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
You'd better have coin to pay for your... Sure. How about you mind your own business about it? Huh. Lot of old guys around. That's a touching story. Now get out of my face! Got a lot of nerve. Huh. Lot of old guy. Well, when you put it that way, he's holed up in the rat... Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For he's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one looking for him.
There's the blades, agent.
Ink pot. Stone bucket. Book. Knife. Go away, go away, go away! Death is highly overrated. Death is highly overrated.
Someone do something!
Death is
Their fires
highly
lit up the
overrated.
night, all across Lake Rumere, like
don't
stars
kill
come
me.
to Earth. It was beautiful, really.
I'm gonna eat well tonight, my darling.
Mercy!
Gonna try now, huh? That's all you got. Ah, yes. I can.
Spare me, please.
Go away! What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about.
Enough.
Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her. And she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. You'd better come in and tell me how you found me and what you want. Come in. Mustn't speak of these things in the Ratway. This'll just take a moment. This one always sticks. There we go. Only a couple more. There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself at home. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time, who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was... Yes, yes. You see, you know. Oh, yes. It's all been foretold. The end has begun. Only a dragonborn can stop him. But no dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left... What? You are... Can it really be true? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. I'll need... No, this is trash. Where did I put my annotated annual? One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the thousand. No. There's one more I must wait. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's...
Is
Yes,
someone
there's
there?
the blade
Inkpot?
Time is at its end.
Only a couple more. There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself at home. Come in, come in. Mustn't speak. That's better. Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out? Aldwin, the dragon? No. I tried to... Yes, yes. Oh, it seems that the gods have... What? Then we must go, quick. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. We should keep moving. I'll need... no, you... Where did I put my annotated annuan? One moment. I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets from the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
No, never find me. Knife, yes. Book, yes. Bucket, yes. Inkpot, no.
What? Someone will suffer for this injustice.
Whoever did this, is
Someone there.
Who's there?
There's the Blaze agent. Kill him.
Did you hear that? Yes, yes. We should proceed cautiously. You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf in my right ear. It was a cold day. The end of frost. We heard the news at Cloud Ruler by courier, riding hard from the Imperial City. 30th of Frostfall, 171. 30 years ago. The Great War started that day. The Thalmor ambassador delivered his ultimatum to the Emperor Titus Mede. I knew that day that it was truly the beginning of the end. Well, they've been hunting down blades since the Great War, on general principle. But if you mean me, now in particular, maybe they've started to get an inkling of what the return of the dragons means. I don't suppose they want the world to end any more than we do. Or at least they'd prefer to end it on their terms. Hasn't she told you? We were both blades, back when that still meant something. Now we are just fellow fugitives from the Thalmor. I didn't know she was still alive, but I'm not surprised. She was a survivor. Not yet, not yet. When we get to Riverwood with Delphine, I'll tell you both then, when I've collected my thoughts. I never expected. Well, suddenly here you are. I still need some time to get used to the idea that there might be hope for us after all.
silver blood elixir live for thousands of years.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Beautiful marbles and gleaming gemstones over here.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Delphine. Why, it's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern. It's been too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and sound. Good. Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
This way. Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh yes, Dragonborn. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. You see, right here, Skyhaven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Aldrin's Wall, to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy, in the event, despite the far-reaching fame of Aldrin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldrin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Alduin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. Its location has been lost for centuries, but I found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blade's archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire, in the Karth River Canyon. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. Always. Let's go see if we can find this Skyhaven Temple.